Hey friend, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here to join us. Today we're going to cover Texas MPJE, yes, conquering this beast. So today I have Narmin. She is a foreign graduate. She's in the process of getting her pharmacist license in the U.S. and she passed her NAPLEX, woohoo, and her MPJE. And I think it'd be really good for you to hear from her because she did 4 tests compared to most of us who did 2 tests, but she has done a long journey to get to where she's at. So if she can do it, you can do it. So that's the message that we want to spread, is the inspiration of that. You can do it too because she did it. So with that, I'll let her introduce herself.
Good morning. My name is Narmin Abbas. I'm a foreign pharmacy graduate. I work as a pharmacy technician for Harris Health System on Walmart. I passed all my licensing exam and I'm getting ready for my internship. I would just wanted to say good luck for everyone with this journey.
Thank you. Yes, good luck indeed. So today we're going to cover in depth about the Texas MPJE. So after you finish your NAPLEX, can you tell me what is your next process in terms of preparing for the Texas MPJE?
So at that time, after I passed my NAPLEX, I said, okay, after like listening to some of the pharmacy students who passed all these tests, they told me 2 weeks, 3 weeks is good enough to study for this test. So I passed in February. I said, okay, let me get it done ASAP so I can, start my internship. Unfortunately, COVID hit Texas at that time and all tests were canceled. They canceled my tests in March. They canceled my tests in April because I had to reschedule after cancellation. And Pearson Views emailed everyone, all tests has been canceled. I got an email around the beginning of April saying Pearson View will open certain centers to take the test, but the seats are limited and they have like only 3 to 4 days only that people can take the test. So once I got that email, I went online and rescheduled my MPJE again. So just please, like especially now with COVID-19, please pay attention to your emails because if your test, they may cancel your test or they ask you to reschedule. So please pay attention to your emails. I don't read my emails that much, unfortunately, but yes, when I was getting ready for these tests, I was going through my emails like crazy. I'm waiting for my ATT. I'm waiting for either cancellation or reschedule because of COVID. So please pay attention to your email. The book I used, which is recommended to me by a friend who passed the MPJE. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Ultimate Texas MPJE, the
Up a little
2019.
higher. Bring it up a little higher. Yep, perfect.
Yes, so this is the book, but everyone says you need to get the most updated version of that book. So 2020 is already out. I think it's $80 on Amazon. You can get it. It's really a great book. It gives you the gist of the pharmacy laws. I'm not saying it gives you everything because when I took my MPGE, there were certain things I did not find it in this book. And remember, I'm a foreign pharmacy graduate, so I don't know a lot of these laws. I did not go to a pharmacy school. I did not do rotations inside pharmacy like retail or hospital like every pharmacy student does. So my knowledge about pharmacy laws is I would not say limited, but it's just like what's related to my work as a pharmacy technician, what I can do and what I can't do. So there's some certain things in this book were not mentioned. So please, again, Google on YouTube. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of YouTube channels on the pharmacy law. When I was looking for some resources on YouTube, Ant's channel or Coaching Coins channel was the most updated channel on this subject. She has Anne has a really a good YouTube video. She just added a new one recently. So please look for that video. My video may help you too, but please look for that video too. She shared the really good tips, and I think one of the pharmacists helped her with that video. So please YouTube these videos because it give you a a look what you are expecting in that test. Another resource I use is the Texas MPJE phone application. It's $20. You have to buy it from the App Store, but it has like around 300 to 400 questions related to federal and Texas state law. So please, you need some practice questions. So this app is really good. And I would add that take some time to study for it. I know my friend said it takes 2 weeks. You can get it done. You know, you can do it in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But if you feel you need more time to study for it, just take your time. As I said, my test got canceled 3 times, so I had enough time to study this book like 3 times. So this book is enough to pass the test. But if you are little bit, if you feel like you need more resources, there is another book. It's called, I think, Texas Pharmacy Laws and Regulation. It's a little bit huge book. I did not go through it like really well, but if you need any additional resources, that book is good too.
Yeah, and I can speak on that one. So I echo and agree with, you know what I mean, regarding the Texas MPJ that she showed. That's a 2019 version. But law changes, I would say a little bit. Like for the core part, it's pretty much the same, right? There's just only some new things. So if you don't want to spend $80 and get a 2020 version, you can get the 2019 if other folks already use it and you buy a used book. And then another is just go to the State Board of Pharmacy and look up some of the new amendments and new regulations that they updated. So the Texas State Board of Pharmacy is very good at having those available, and they're free. So that's a thing too. The other one that I mean reference is the Blue Book, where it's literally the law book, the official law book, and you can get that at LexisNexis, and I'll put the link on my show notes as well. And I think that's like 70, I can't remember. It's like in the $80 to $100 range, but it's literally word for word of the law book. So if you want to save money and just kind of go into State Board Pharmacy and copy and paste it to your Word document and learn it that way, that's also a good way to do it too. And what she was referring to is I did another video on the Texas MPJE with a California pharmacist who moved to Texas and practicing and take the test. And so she was given some really good tips in that one. So take a look at the previous video that we did. You know, I'm really here to really help you as much as possible to get licensed as soon as you can and be a practicing pharmacist and have this rewarding career. So with that, I'm going to ask a few questions on, so, you know, saying that you're a foreign grad and you didn't practice here at all, but I know that you're working as a pharmacy technician. So number one, how is your pharmacy technician role working right now help you to somewhat prepare for pharmacy test, if it does?
I applied for the pharmacy technician license in 2014 and I passed the PTCE test. So I advise everyone to do that or get, in Texas, the good thing about it, you can get a tech trainee license, and that license will be good for 2 years. And you can get a job with that too. Working, especially in retail, I work for Walmart. It helped me like know some regulations, like what I can do as a pharmacy technician. Like I cannot give any consultation. I cannot recommend any product to a customer. But like for the Sudafed sell, like you can sell up to 3.6 grams per day and 9 grams per month for a customer. You cannot exceed that amount. And the person need an ID and they need to be 18 years old or older to buy Sudafed. I mean, I read it in the Texas MPJE book, and I felt, oh my God, I know that. I do. Oh my God, I cannot believe I know that. Then there is, the control prescription. You would know some certain things about it. The C2, it needs to be using a certain Texas form pad. So, if you get anything that doesn't look like a Texas form pad, it's you have to, it's not a good prescription. It's like fraud or something. So like some certain things like I read in the Texas MPJE book, I felt like I've seen it, I've learned it in the pharmacy. So that's why you need to get a job. I cannot emphasize more on this. Just get a job in hospital or retail. Just get a job. The farm, some rules you learn in the pharmacy will just add to you. So remember, anything you learn inside the pharmacy, it will add to your knowledge as a pharmacist, whether you work as a cashier, as a trainee tech, or certified pharmacy technician. So please go ahead and get that license and get a job. It was difficult for me to get a job. I applied a lot before a pharmacy manager, Walmart pharmacy manager decided to give me a chance to work at Walmart. I felt I was blessed. So just please apply everywhere. Do not get desperate. Do not say, oh, I just came. No one will hire me. Someone will hire you. Eventually, someone will hire you. And you know that, working inside a pharmacy just is helpful. So I cannot say it more than that. Please get a job inside a pharmacy.
Yeah, and what I can also add to that is you've got to knock 1,000 doors, right? If you knock only 10 doors and they say no, okay, move on. Next 10 doors, next 100 doors. Eventually, people will accept you in. It's kind of a tricky dichotomy where like we want people to hire people with experience, but if someone's new who doesn't experience, how would they have experience if you didn't give them the chance to have the experience? So anyway, like really trying, like for us here, when I hire folks, I look at attitude, right? Like we can train for skills, but I want to make sure you have the right attitude because I can teach you a lot of things, but I cannot teach you to be nice. I cannot teach you to be a good team player, right? So, and one thing I would recommend is, yes, you will encounter a lot of no's, especially when you don't have experience. And same thing when you're a pharmacist. And you just got to keep trying, keep working at it. And one thing I would recommend from a pharmacy technician standpoint is that if you cannot get into the pharmacy, apply to be a grocer, and to work in the grocery store, be a cashier. And that's how I entered into pharmacies. I worked as an HB cashier. And then on my break, I would just go over to the pharmacist, be like, hi, my name is Ann, I'm interested in pharmacy. Like, whenever you have a position, let me know. And you just build a relationship. And then when there is a position open, he's like, all right, we have a tech training. Like, I'll do it. So you just gotta build relationship and creating opportunities. So you may not get into the pharmacist or pharmacy directly, go around it, circle around it, do anything you can to get close as possible. So they're hiring people who, grocery store always hire folks. So get in there. Once you're in the system, it's easier for you to transition over versus you're brand new. So what I would say is crack the door open, put a foot in. You got a foot in the door. You can really open it widely. When it's completely closed, it's harder, right? So very good point. Very good point. And I really like to say that, yes, I agree in terms of don't give up. I think nowadays we give up way too easily when we hear one no or two no's or three no's. Okay, so don't tell yourself no. Like, let other people tell you no, you move on to the next person. You are your worst enemy. If you start telling yourself, I'm not good for this, I'm not making out for this, I can't do this, then guess what? You can't do this because you tell yourself that. And so you cannot do that. You got to keep going. When you feel depressed, trust me, you feel frustrated, you feel sad, disappointed, surround yourself with good people because they will help uplift you and say, hey, take a break and start again. It's okay, okay? So Thomas Edison, he got to do 10,000 times to really have the invention to fight the light, right? So same thing with you, got to keep trying. It's not he failed that 10,000 times. He said he tried different 10,000 times. So it's a mindset game. And that's why I'm here to share with you and bring in individuals like Narmeen to help motivate you, because my goal and my vision for this channel is to build community and to empower you to live a meaningful life. And one of the ways to do that is have a meaningful career. Okay, so last tips before we close out for tip of the day when we're taking MPJE.
So again, your ID, please don't forget your ID. Make sure you have them in your bag or in your wallet. There's no break in this test. It's 180 minutes long. There's no break again. So make sure you drank enough coffee before the test, or tea, depends what you like. Uh, I was done with my test at that time, even like what, in less than 2 hours, because honestly, some of these questions, as I said, were not in MPJE book, but working in a pharmacy gave me some knowledge about these laws. And when you finish your test, you will think, oh my God, I'm confused. Did I pass? Did I fail? You keep asking yourself this question. But once you are done with the test, you are done with the test. Go home, relax, spend some time with your family, because I know you passed and I know you are done with your journey. So just take it one step at a time. Do not get nervous. Uh, Again, as Anne said, if I can do it, you can do it. So good luck with the test, with every single test. And I know, like everyone who's watching this video, they will be able to do it today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. Just do not stop going.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes. And one thing I'm going to add to that is that after you take the test, you feel like, I don't, like for me, I'm like, I think I didn't pass, but who cares? You finish, just move on. One other thing is do not, do not second guess yourself. Do not second guess yourself. So you're going to be able to narrow down out of the 4 answers, narrow down to 2 answers, and then you're going to go for first, and then you change your answer. Do not do that. Just trust your gut and pick the one and move on. And then if there's a question that you truly don't know, and it's a time test, so just go ahead and move to the next question. Because I would hate for you to spend 30 minutes on this one question, and then you have a 40 other questions that you have not time to look, and you may get that test or that question's right. So make sure you look at your time, make sure you go, and if you don't know the answer to the one question, just pick one with your best gut, best educated, and move on, okay? They make it sound very similar, but just know your gut. By now you study, you know enough that you can do it. Thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing your insights, Armin, and thanks for joining the video and watching the show. I hope you find that helpful, and if you want to see more helpful videos like this, subscribe and hit the bell button for new videos coming up. I have weekly videos that come out with Monday as Mindful Moments and Finance Friday. And I really want to share a lot of tips on finance and career because I want to empower you to lead a meaningful life. And how you do that is by having stable career and rewarding career as well as a financial sound. So I hope you find that helpful and stay tuned for next videos. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much.